a meal with my father and said, I want to be a missionary to China or Japan, he said no. I said, thank you for everything that you've done for my sister and for me. But I refuse to live my life just to work hard to get to a good college, to get a good job, and make lots of money, so my kids can have every opportunity to study hard, get into a good college, get a good job, make lots of money, so their kids can have every opportunity to get into a good college, get a good job, and make lots of money. I refuse to live my life that way. Our ministry today, My Life, is basically the answer to 3 questions that I often ask. What is the most important strategic thing that you can possibly do with your life? Number 2, where is the most strategic, needy, best place you can possibly do that most important thing? And then the 3rd question is, what then is the most strategic and best way to do that most important thing in that most strategic place? The personal call was to the largest unreached nation in the world, Japan. And the other personal call that I can share about is just the concrete call to obey Christ's command to love your enemies. And for us, those 2 things led us to Japan. When we first arrived in Japan in '98 and '99, it was like a research year and a half. It was asking questions, it was talking to missionaries, talking to pastors, talking to young Christians, and saying, what can be done? 0.21% Protestant church-going population. The largest church in Korea maybe 4 times, 5 times as large as all the Japanese Christians in the world combined. And we said, what can be done? And 100% of the answers was, we need to train leaders. If there's no leadership, no young leaders who are trained and raised up, there will be no church, let alone 0.21%. So there are these huge fissures and huge pains in the depth of especially youth culture that this generation is carrying with them, that is really contributing towards a really powerful sense of hopelessness, of wandering, of identity seeking. And one of my greatest concerns is that it seems like in many ways the church is not ready to capitalize on the opportunity, because the door will be open for a limited time. So a lot of our ministries are really kind of focused on light shining, gospel implications, presence where young people are, and that's why yesterday was so important. That's why yesterday was, will forever change our whole ministry, that we will now be in the heart of the city, in the darkest of places, being a really rare light that shines, a small light, but nonetheless a light that pierces the darkness. The Heart and Soul Cafe then will be a place where they can come and be safe. Come and drink coffee and tea, have arts, media, tutoring, get counseling, and study the Word of God and meet Christians and find their ultimate safety in the gospel. We need people who can understand what it means to build a healthy church, to be a healthy church, who understand gospel implications in transforming society, and people who can make coffee, Seattle, and who just really have a love and heart for sinners. People who are real nice, but who are real hurt and who are real sinners. And we want your church to be a filter, and your pastor to say, yeah, this person has proven himself, herself in the local church, and we would be overjoyed to send you to a tough mission field.